Super 8 playoff basketball continues as the top seed goes up against the bottom of the upper tier of squads. Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Team X handily disposed of their round 1 opponents and seek to do the same with the 1Munti Xur Homes, who had a different experience in getting into the second round. Will Biñan box its slot to the semis early, or will 1Munti give them a run for their money? As the players preparing for this matchup mula dito sa Paco Arena will begin this evening with Biñan and 1Munti figuring on their 1 versus 8 matchup. Biñan holding a twice-to-beat advantage and will finish this Monday with the Quezon Titans going up against the Caloocan Supremos. The Supremos naman ang may hawak ng twice-to-beat advantage in that matchup. Greeting you a pleasant evening mula dito sa Paco Arena in Manila. Jaime Mendihar kasama muli, Coach Noy Africa. Magandang gabi sa Noy.
Napakagandang gabi, and also to our PSL fans. Of course, they're going to be treated to this very interesting ball game. Of course, it's a 1 versus 8. Usually, heavy favorites ang number 1, but you'll never know with the way itong 1Munti plays. If all the cylinders start firing, they just might have a shot in this game.
Yung bilog nga ang bola, sinasabi nga nila. No? And third person of our panel, kasama na naman natin, mukhang ayaw tayo tantanan. Andrea Veloso patrolling our sidelines. Andrea, how are you?
See you again, and I'm very excited for this matchup as well.
Definitely exciting, and I'm sure everyone here in the Paco Arena anticipating, you know, what might happen dito sa ating 1v8. As we look at the playoff picture for where both teams came from and where they possibly are headed to. Talking about the Biñan Tatak Gel Game X and 1Munti.
Well, if both Biñan and Caloocan win the games today, they will be advancing into the semifinals. Of course, 1Munti and Quezon trying to extend it to a rubber match. And if I'm not mistaken, that game will be played tomorrow. So, you know, extra incentive for Biñan and Caloocan to win today and not have to go back and play again tomorrow.
And nakita naman na itong dalawang koponan na to, Noy, back in the elimination round in December. So, a bit of a forgettable experience there for 1Munti that they would look to learn from in order to come up with a victory today.
Yeah, that's right. And Biñan really just dominated that game. They demolished 1Munti, shooting 50% from the field. They out-rebounded 1Munti in that game by 10. Of course, main players for them, Joseph Peña Redondo, 22 points. JJ Helterbrand, arguably his best game of the season in that game, finishing with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Poroy Cantibuan, his usual explosive self, you know, finishing with 22 points, and also backstopped by James Ingles in that game with 16.
Itong ang Biñan Tatak Gel in that previous game showed why they finished top seed after elimination round, making easy work of their first round matchup.
Yeah, that's right, going up against RCP, Shawarma, Shaq, Demigods, they really, again, dominated that RCP squad. Pretty much they relied on a very strong start, went 23-15 in the first quarter, and pretty much that was the story of the ball game. Once again, shooting very well from the field, 48% out-rebounding the Demigods, and of course, domination in the paint as expected for this Biñan squad, especially their defense also holding the prolific Paulo Hubalde to just 5 points on 2 out of 12 shooting.
Couple of players na talaga naman nag-perform in that well-balanced attack para sa Biñan. Unahin na natin Michael Maestre, and looking to sustain that form in this matchup as well.
And, you know, with this Biñan squad, whoever gets pulled to the floor, they have to contribute dahil sa sobrang lalim nga nitong team na to. And Michael Maestre in that game, very efficient, did not miss from the field, did not miss from the free throw line, finishing with 13.7 rebounds, 5 out of 5 from the field, and 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. And these guys will, you know, really push Biñan to the heavy favorite stack here in the PSL.
And another player that they will rely on, especially in dropping those dimes and keeping the number up. JJ Pido finishing with 10 dimes in that previous game.
And JJ Pido has really, you know, recreated and re-engineered the way he's been playing in this tournament, fast becoming a facilitator, which is actually something that Coach Boyd is looking for in his guards. And as you can see, you know, initially he was really just a defensive, you know, a stopper, but eventually has really made himself a better player in that game, finishing with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and as you said, 10 assists.
Ito naman tayo sa kabila, of course, 1Munti Xur Homes, also disposing of their first round matchup, but not as easy as what Biñan did against San Pedro Pablo Escobets.
Yeah, and like Biñan, Munti Xur Homes really started out like a house on fire in that game. Started 15-2, but by halftime, San Pedro was already up by 2 points. Last 4 and 12, they were up by 15 but had to hold off a very late charge from the Pablo Escobets. As you can see, they did well from the field, 52% out, rebounded San Pedro. And the points in the paint, that 14-point advantage pretty much helped them get that victory.
Speaking of house on fire, wag ka nang lumayo pa. Poroy Cantimbuhan, top scoring for his team in that matchup.
Poroy Cantimbuhan has really just been pure. Talking about house on fire, this player has been on fire, especially late in this tournament. But in that game against San Pedro, Pablo Escobet, he scored 10 of his 32 points in the fourth quarter, and they needed every point of that, especially with that late charge by the Pablo Escobets. Yung 32 points yan, that is something that he might need to replicate or maybe even duplicate in this game for them to have a fighting chance against Biñan.
Maybe a 40-point output para kay Poroy Cantimbuhan in this game. Who knows? And yung kanyang counterpart in that victory against San Pablo was itong si Koy Alves, really proving to have that veteran presence for this young squad.
Koy Alves late in the tournament has really found his game. In their last 3 games, he's averaging 15 points and 7 rebounds. For the tournament, he's only averaging 6 points. So he has really stepped up for 1Munti. They won their last 3, winning over Siniloan, Manila, and of course San Pedro. And in their last game, finishing with 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and a very efficient 70% from the field.
Punta naman tayo sa ating marquee matchup for this evening. We've already spoke about Poroy Cantimbuhan Jr. and his performance and his ability to put up those numbers. But I know, itong number 26 sa Biñan, Coach No, you spoke highly of this kid, Jimboy Estrada, the featured sa ating marquee matchup.
And this could be a very explosive matchup if it materializes on the floor. Of course, Coach Boyet does not really play players heavy minutes, especially when they make up big leads early. But Jimboy Estrada, whenever he's on the floor, he's very efficient. 11 points, 4 rebounds, and he does this in less than 15 minutes of action. While Poroy Cantimbuhan, of course, you do know he's gonna play the heavy minutes, and 1Munti will need every one of those minutes that he plays. In the tournament, he's been averaging 24 points, 3 rebounds, and both of them very efficient from the field, shooting more than 50%.
Now let's head back to Andrea Veloso for some keys to victory for both these teams. Andrea?
Hi, man, Coach Noy. Coach Boyet always make sure that his players are well-trained physically and mentally. He said the key to win this game is for them to play their system consistently, trust each other, and think of the sacrifices and efforts that they did to achieve the standing that they have right now. On the other hand, Coach Vince shared to me how hard it was to achieve this moment. But despite the struggles they've encountered, they formed a deeper brotherhood, and that brotherhood is the key for them to win this game. Let's see about that as I turn you over to our venue announcer. Gio Cruz, take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Paco Arena here in Manila City. Ito ang 2024 Pilipinas Super League President's Cup. This is the second round of the playoffs quarterfinals featuring Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tire Gimmicks and 1Munti Xur Homes. And now let's meet the starting lineups from your Super Teams. Now let's meet the starting lineups beginning with Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tire Gimmicks. Starting forward, number 18, Michael Maestre. Also at forward, number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. Playing center, number 9, KG Canoleta. Starting guard, number 26, Jimboy Estrada. Also at guard, number 13, the fast JJ Hilterbrand. Head coach, Boyet Fernandez, assisted by Gino Manansala, Rico Meyerhofer, Jerwin Gacco, team manager Jojo Cunanan, and team owners Monching Talizayon and Honorable Vice Mayor Jel Alonte. And now let's meet the starting lineups from 1Munti Xur Homes. Starting forward, number 13, Vincent Alves. Also at forward, number 32, Harold Arboleda. Playing center number 6, Mark Sarangay. Starting guard number 21, Mohamed Sarif. Also at guard number 55, Yusei Koga. Head coach, Vinci Salvador, assisted by Jules Hidalgo, Raymark Oval. Team manager, Ado Salazar, and team owner, Drew Guevara. Our game officials, Fernando Maniala, Eric Mendoza, Arnold Ben.
Moments before we tip off for this matchup between Biñan and 1Munti. Starters muna tayo for both squads. Biñan will begin this game with Helterbrand, Estrada, Cañaleta, Maestre, and Lastimosa. While for 1Munti, we have Sarip, Koga, Sarangay, Alves, and Arboleda. This is a 1 versus 8 playoff matchup for an opportunity para sa Biñan na maka-advance na sa ating semifinals. But 1Munti definitely have other plans as we look at our referees for this evening, calling the shots for this very important game. And starting strong would be key here for 1Munti, not allowing Biñan na masindak sila.
Well, definitely, and you know, Biñan trying to do the same thing, but if you're 1Munti, you cannot allow Biñan to create the separation very early.
Alves was able to miss that shot inside and lose the basketball. Turnover dito para sa 1Munti. But I like the pep in the step na meron dito sa mga Nakai team.
Well, you know, for 1Munti, they're trying to start with a bigger lineup, putting Sarangay and Alves together in the front line.
Nice. Jimboy Estrada opening our scoring festivities dito. Kakasabi mo nga lang, Coach Noy, that when this guy is on the floor, despite playing just under 15 minutes, talagang effective eh.
Yeah, that's right. And he's, you know, he's a walking bucket. But later on in the tournament, has really developed the way he's been reading the floor, and that has made him very effective and very dangerous for Coach Boyet.
Alves misses on the other end. Lastimosa pulling up short. Battle for the rebound. 1Munti will secure it through Sarip.
Well, one more thing for 1Munti. Koga, you know, in the last few games has really been stepping it up. In the last 5 games has been averaging 17 points per game, and you know, he's become more of a volume shooter, and whenever he gets hot, could be a real problem here for Biñan.
Sabi natin kanina, Puroy Kantimbuhan is one player that might need to score, you know, in bunches. But you would also want to find that secondary, even tertiary scorer para magkaroon ng opportunity itong 1Munti na makaisa dito sa Biñan.
Well, going back to that point about the tertiary scorer, that could be Harold Arboleda, but si JJ hitting on that mid-range jumper. Si Arboleda kasi is more of a facilitator, trying to do everything on the floor, but the scoring is not really something that he looks for. Maybe this is the game that they need a lot of scoring from Harold Arboleda.
Wala ka naman ng ibang pipiliin pa because this just might be your last game if you still come up in the losing end. Talking about 1Munti, Helterbrand comes up with that steal. Looking inside, KG Cañaleta to the reverse. Napasabit pa si Sarangay.
Nothing Sarangay could do right there. Just outmaneuvered by KG Cañaleta, going to the other side of the rim to negate the shot blocking ability of Sarangay.
And this is an early 6-0 blast coming from Biñan. Take another look at that move by KG Cañaleta. Plus the foul. Agang timeout ang katawag ng 1Munti.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, Hyundai Home Appliances, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming, prepare for battle, your healthy life, Japanese Style Clinic, Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, live at IBC 13.
6-0 start para dito sa Biñan Tatak Gel Game X. Not the start that you're hoping for if you are 1Munti. Na maagang ang timeout tinawag dito with just a little over 2 minutes gone by. And prior that timeout, it was an end one for KG Cañaleta, and he completes that, make this a 7-0 now run para sa Biñan.
Well, what makes KG Cañaleta a tough cover is he can shoot from the outside, and whenever he gets to the paint, usually has a size advantage.
Koga off on that three-pointer. Estrada itatakbo rito against 4 black shirts. Takes it all the way.
Well, they cannot afford to give Jimboy Estrada a clear runway. He's gonna go all the way to the rim. That's usually his first read if he can get to the basket. And just a bad defense right there for 1Munti.
Goes inside. Kick out. Sarip. Can't hit on that three. Tapigan. 1Munti will keep it on the baseline, but JJ Helterbrand trying to make a case. Off the bench, Puroy Kantimbuhan checking in.
With the offense going nowhere, more than 2 minutes gone, still no points. You're gonna have to bring in Puroy.
Inbounds it to Arboleda. So 9 to work with. Alves, they swing it. Arboleda, 4 to shoot now. Looking inside for Alves, maaagaw ni Estrada. Helterbrand reading the floor, goes to Lastimosa, all alone. Rattles out.
Well, that's a shot that you cannot give Carlo Lastimosa, but 1Munti able to dodge a bullet there.
Koga will try. Finally, gets that three-pointer to go, and that elusive points para sa 1Munti. Scoreless for close to 4 minutes of action. Finally, nailing a field goal here para sa 1Munti.
That perimeter shot really has to drop for 1Munti to open up the interior of Biñan.
Estrada once again. Estrada starting off strong here with 6.
Just continuing to burn the nets, and this guy is still in college. He's gonna play for Letran, transferring from St. Clair, and you can just imagine how he's just going to play.
I can imagine.
He's gonna be a headache for the coaches for sure.
Maestre sidestepping his way through despite the defense from Sarangay.
He's not one of the star-studded players, but Michael Maestre has really just been very effective for Coach Boyet.
Under steal here from Estrada. Behind the back to Carlo Lastimosa. Finishes with no. Rattles out once again. May takip para kay Carlo Lastimosa dito sa kabila.
But that was an unselfish play right there for Jimboy.
Arboleda goes to Alves, swings it to Puroy Kantimbuhan. Will get his first basket off the glass. Maybe that's the rhythm that you're looking for dahil nagsastruggle nga sa opensa itong 1Munti.
Well, at some point, it's going to be a Puroy Kantimbuhan show for 1Munti. It's just a matter of finding a second or a third guy to help him out.
Helterbrand will be fouled by Ryusei Koga.
Well, Koga back in college was really more of a defensive stopper. As you see right there, that drive by Kantimbuhan late on the rotation is Jimboy Estrada.
Sarangay will take a seat in favor of Michael Macion. In terms of front line, alam mong legit din. Meron yung 1Munti. But Canaleta, that flick of the wrist. 16-5 now. 11-point lead para sa Biñan.
And the thing with KG Canileta, even if you get to close out, it's really that high release point that's really hard to challenge that shot, as JJ Helterbrand will be called for a foul in the backcourt.
Take another look. So Sarangay checking out earlier. So it was a foul against JJ Helterbrand, and a warning given to him as well after disagreeing with that call. His team still up by 11. Alves, nice find to Macion.
That penetration, he was able to get the attention of the interior of Biñan, dropping it off to Alves for the easy 2.
4:50 left. Here now we're first. Jimboy once again floats it up. Too strong. Kantimbuhan tracks down that rebound. Looking to escape the defense of Estrada. Kantimbuhan pa din. Kontra-tiyempo as Canaleta. Is able to come up with that block, but goaltending ang ipipito rito. But, still in awe how KG Canaleta can go up that high.
I think even Kantimbuhan was shocked initially that it got blocked. He really, looped it up high, but not high enough for KG Canaleta.
As Helterbrand replaced here by Pamboy. 14 on the shot clock para sa Biñan. Canaleta this time trying to back down his opponent. Lastimosa will try from the other end. Still can't get a basket. Gets the ball back. Gets a bump. Short this time. But look at Maestres. 3 opportunities for the white shirts. Coming up empty.
Still a struggle here for Carlo Lastimosa, starting out 0 out of 4 from the field.
Pretty sure he won't stop shooting, no? Koga shadowed by Raimundo. Goes to Arboleda. Gets a pick from Alves. Loses the basketball, but foul will be whistled here against Lastimosa, it seems.
But really like seeing Carlo Lastimosa engage on the defensive end. You know, he's there for the scoring, but you know, sometimes loses focus and becomes a defensive liability. But so far in the first quarter, it's been very engaged for Biñan.
Upo muna doon. Carlo Lastimosa in favor of Kenny Rogers. Roca Curva. Swings it to the corner Ingles. Malakas. Raimundo has a 2-on-2. Gets it to Roca Curva. Sidestep. Unable to finish with the left. Great transition defense there from 1Munti.
And they're going to need a lot of that. They're going to have to get back on defense because, you know, especially when Roca Curva is on the floor, they're going to try and push the pace.
Mashon goes to Cantimbuan. Arboleda, catch and shoot. Able to get down to go. Roca Curva ahead of the pack. Finishes high off the glass.
You like how Pamboy Raimundo looking ahead, seeing a teammate already in the front court, giving it up right away.
18-9 now, 2:40 remaining in just our first period. Alves pulling up. Outside shot not working just yet. As Raimundo will be whistled for that personal. This would be team foul number 3 now, 4. Make that 4 team fouls para sa Biñan.
Well, you like how Pamboy Raimundo did not even try to complain na huli talaga eh. You know, some veteran positioning trying to stop James Ingles from getting the offensive rebound. Nahuling nakahawak.
We get that from time to time. Mga players admitting to their fouls. As Mashon, hook underneath. Great execution there para sa 1Munti.
Using his length right there by Tiong late on the rotation. 18-11 now for Biñan.
Pamboy, his pull-up will work his first 2 of the game.
The past few games, he's been trying to be more aggressive on the offensive end. Itong si Pamboy Raimundo.
Some pressure in the backcourt coming from Biñan. So, catching 1Munti a bit off guard. Arboleda will bring it down. Cantimbuhan this time against Manala. Canaleta switches on him. Stepping back. Shadowed. Mashon, top of the key. Gets the long 2. Michael Mashon. Working well here sa umpisa para sa 1Munti. Now with 4.
I thought that was a little out of his range, but just proved we're wrong with that shot.
Speaking of range, Canaleta will miss on that. Roca Curva saves it to Cantimbuhan. Trying to skip his way through. Hesitation move. Will pull up. Off the glass. Ayaw.
He should have made that shot.
Manalang for 3. Also, with too strong, Mashon taps it to himself.
A very good effort on the boards here for 1Munti. Not getting out rebounded. Both teams already with 9 each.
Exactly a minute remaining. In our first quarter, Arboleda bounces it to Cantimbuhan for the reverse.
Well, if you're a teammate of Harold Arboleda, for as long as you keep on moving, you know he's gonna make the right reads and easy layup right there for Puroy.
3 assists now para kay Harold Arboleda. Looking inside for Baichong. Hila itatawag dito. Against Sarangay, that would be his second foul now. Look at that play once again. Moving without the basketball with a teammate like Harold Arboleda nga, sabi mo Noy. May reward na nakaabang.
Yeah, that's for sure. But he will also need to look for his shot. Just so, you know, it's harder for the defense to get a read on what he's trying to do.
Tyrone Chan in the ball game as well for Biñan. Wide open. Roca Curva unable to hit that, but a foul off the ball will be whistled here. Seems to be against Baichong. Trying to out-possession Michael Machon in that instance. Take another look off your screens. That Machon and Baichong, kaya naman pala na-libre si Kenny Rogers.
Erased. Out of the picture right there was Michael Machon. But you know he's not gonna back down against the much heftier Alvin Baichong.
Looking for Sarangay against Chan. Bounces it to Machon. He gets the ball back. Matatapikan ni Pamboy. He recovers. 5 to shoot. Arboleda looks at the clock. Goes to Ingles. Way off. A shot clock violation will be called here against 1Munti. 10.5 seconds remaining in the first. Last shot time para sa Biñan.
Very commendable the defense of Tyrone Chan. He was trying. Mark Sarangay was trying to back him down, but no success. Just really held his ground.
Trying to protect those 2 fouls as well. Kaya iupo muna siya dito sa last possession. They still have a foul to give. Talking about 1Munti. Roka Curva! Ginawang cones itong mga nakaitim. They had a foul to give. Didn't give it up. Ingles will throw it up. Will miss on that heave. And at the end of the first, it would be 22 to 15 in favor of Biñan. Take another look at that move from Kenny Rogers. Roka Curva. Wala man lang nakaharang. One of the reasons why Biñan is up by 7, 22 to 15 at the end of the first.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your Healthy Nice, Japanese Style Clinic,
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
live at IBC 13.
Balik tayo dito sa Paco Arena in Manila. Hello ka the fans. Enjoying the games in the venue. Talaga naman na hindi nauubusan talaga dito. Magagandang laro at magagandang mga fans. Lahatin na natin, Noy.
And of course, whenever we're playing here in the Paco Arena, we expect this sizable crowd to come in. As you can see again, the playoff picture, Biñan trying to qualify for the semifinals, and also in the main game, it's Caloocan trying to get also into the semifinals to match up with Biñan if Biñan wins right now. And that should be an exciting matchup, but not unless 1Munti or Quezon has something to say about it.
Definitely something to say. Especially itong 1Munti, trailed by as high as 9. It's actually a 9-0 blast to begin the quarter. Field goal shooting, 50% para sa Biñan, just 38% para sa 1Munti. But you can argue that they're hanging in there against this #1 seed.
And that's a very hard thing to do. As Tyrone Chan will miss that shot, you know, Tyrone Chan is there to try and space the floor and hope to, you know, get the big men of 1Munti to have to cover him from the outside.
But Tyrone Chan definitely, because has license to shoot, has that range. Gets the ball here, goes to Manalang. Tyrone Chan once again. Drops it off to Baichong. Short stab, ayaw. Arboleda with a board. Streaking down the court. Loses the basketball to Manalang. Forcing his way through. He will pull up for 3. Malakas. Roka Curva there for the offensive rebound. Kick it out to Pamboy. Deflected by Ingles. And will come up with a basketball. Only Pamboy to beat. Bounces it to Arboleda. Mabibitawan ng saglit. Napasabit pa nga si Pamboy.
I think Harold Arboleda right there was already trying to think of what to do even before he got the basketball. Probably was considering giving the ball back to James Ingles, but just a great read right there for James Ingles. A great pass. That bubble almost costing a possession right there. So, but fortunately, Arboleda gets fouled and will get a trip to the free throw line.
So that would be 2 on Pamboy. Speedo checks in for the first time here in this game.
What a
Marami rin yung lalim na itong Biñan.
Exactly, what a luxury for Coach Boyet. You take out Pamboy Raimundo, a second string point guard. You still have a Jeric Pido to run your offense. And very reliant si Coach Boyet sa kanyang mga guards. As you can see, the averages of Harold Arboleda, 7 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. But in his last 9 games, he's actually averaging 9 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. So almost a triple-double. And he actually had that monster triple-double against Manila. 16 points, 17 rebounds, 15 assists.
And all throughout the season, no? And while it won't show up in the stat sheet, yung energy nito ni Harold Arboleda. Every time at run, especially in the fourth quarter, siya talaga yung nag-egg on dito sa kanyang mga teammates.
Especially that versatility in defense, the switchability. He can guard the perimeter, he can guard the big man underneath, and really just a leader for 1Munti.
Deflected by Tyrone Chan. Turnover para sa 1Munti. Pido. Trying to swing it. Roca-curva now. Back to Baichong. Attacks the baseline. Continuation. Ibibigay para kay Alvin Baichong.
And definitely that's Alvin Baichong just out-muscling Koy Alves right there. Alves claiming that the foul was downstairs, but hearing the whistle, Alvin Baichong continued to play a three-point play for him.
Balik muna tayo muli kay Andrea Veloso for another report. Andy?
Hi, man, Coach Noy. One thing to learn about the competitive culture of Biñan is all the players and the coaching staff in the bench will never sit down unless they score the first basket. Before the second quarter started, Coach Boyd is getting frustrated about how physical and aggressive 1Munti is. So he reminded his players to stay with their mind and don't let 1Munti get into their emotions. Mukhang umiinit na nga ang laban, mga ka-PSL, kaya balik muna sa inyo. Hi, man, Coach Noy.
Thanks for that report. That was Andrea Veloso patrolling our sidelines for this game. And sabi nga ni Andrea, Coach Boyet, not quite happy with how physical 1Munti is.
Well, Coach Boyet as a coach in-game, he's never satisfied. So anyway, I see here the turnover story. 1Munti with 8, Biñan with 3. And well, this is the PSL Super 8 and you're gonna expect the physicality to just double, triple. And 1Munti is here not only for a participation medal, they're trying to get to the next round. And Biñan will, with the veterans that they have on the floor, there should be no surprise there.
The foul will be called against Alves. That would be 2 as well. Sarangay will check back in. Roca-curva is on the line for a couple. Arboleda, brief rest lang. Parang pinainom lang ng kalahating bote ng tubig. Tas game na ulit.
So both teams really trying to shuffle their lineups. Mas maiksi nga lang yung rotation nitong 1Munti, but these are quality pieces that Coach Vinci has on the floor. As Kenny Roca-curva averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Looks very pedestrian, pero he doesn't get that many minutes, especially with the star-studded squad like Biñan. So, at the end of the day, Kenny Roca-curva will deliver when called upon by Coach Boyet.
26-17. 9-point advantage para sa Biñan. Sarangay. Gusto Contimbuhan. Gets the bump. Looking for a foul. None would be given. Roca-curva streaking down court once again. Fouled by Arboleda.
That's a duty foul right there by Arboleda. Did not want to give Roca-curva a clear path to the basket. Had to give the foul. But that's already their 4th team foul.
And Biñan with 7 and 15 left. Looking at that team foul situation. Trying to punish itong 1Munti. Manalang. Inside to Tyrone Chan. Amuyan doon ng dalawang magkakampi.
Great patience there for Manalang. Being able to see Tyrone Chan, who immediately went up for that floater.
Double-digit lead now para sa Biñan. 28-17. Arboleda. Goes to Contimbuhan. To Sarangay now. Will be fouled. Nice aggressive move there from Mark Sarangay.
And 1Munti trying to pound the ball inside. But that defense of Biñan will be right there, so they're gonna have to be very tricky as that pass, that recognition from Manalang to Chan.
Gandang patience din ni Manalang dun. He could have given it up earlier, pero inantay niya nakapwesto muna, Tyrone Chan. Tas alam ni Tyrone Chan din na parating yung pasa na yun.
And that's how you keep your, whenever you're a point guard, that's how you keep everyone, running the system, running the flow, running the sets. For as long as you find them when they get open, as Mark Sarangay, very decent numbers, 10 points, 8 rebounds for the tournament. Well, actually, in the last 2 games that he has played, because he has missed some games, he's averaging 14 points from the 3-point area, 62.5%.
Chan misses on that jumper. Ang timbuhan. His pass stolen. Pido now. Chan once again. Kick out. Peñarredondo. Able to hit on that 3. Arboleda secures the rebound.
And Peñarredondo only checking in here late in the second quarter. That's how deep Biñan is.
Foul will be whistled here against Biñan. That would be team foul number 3. As Tyrone Chan will be called for that personal. That would be 2 as well para sa kanya.
Continuing to shuffle his men. Head coach Vinci Salvador, as he takes out Poroy Cantimbuan. Going back in is Poga.
I'm pretty sure yung kampahinga na yan ni Cantimbuan.
That's not gonna take long.
Alves back once again. Cantimbuan so far with 6. Leading the way para sa 1Munti. Arboleda against Lastimosa. Gets it to Alves. Keyhole jumper. Makes it. That trims the lead down to 9, 28 to 19. And with 5:55 left in the first half. Tawag ng timeout dito, ang Biñan.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice Japanese style clinic. Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule. Marketing partner, Bean Leaf.
Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV.
Live at IBC 13.
1Munti Xur Homes trailing by 9 in the first half of action, 28 to 19 against Biñan. It's been kind of parang nag-threaten mag-breakaway itong Biñan, but 1Munti, you like the fight in them, especially in this first quarter and a half.
And for 1Munti, they want this. You want to keep this a very low-scoring ball game. Although 1Munti has been known to be a great offensive team, in the last 3 games that they've won, they've been averaging 94 points per game. Although on the flip side, they've been giving up 88 points per game. That's not something that they cannot allow Biñan to do, to get hot, to engage them in a shootout.
Hindi naman kailangan makipagpalitan dahil yung firepower din talaga ng Biñan. Speaking of firepower, Joseph Peñarredondo joining the scoring party here with his first 2.
And he just checked in here in the second quarter. Also, Jmar Gimpayan. So you can just see how deep Biñan is.
Sarangay. Goes to Sarip. Loses the basketball. Still 5 to shoot para sa 1Munti. Have to put it up. Sarip attacks the baseline. Blocked by Baichong. Great defense there para sa Biñan.
Great presence of mind there for Baichong, knowing that the shot clock was running down as the continuous shuffling of men for 1Munti continues. Cantimbuan back in the ball game.
Halfway through our second quarter. Peñarredondo, same spot. Too strong. Ball is tapped. Babalik ang bola sa 1Munti.
You know, si Peña Redondo is there also for the scoring. Really a lot of scorers for Coach Boyet Fernandez, and you know, continuing to just pull rabbits out of his hat dito sa bench ng Biñan.
May hat eh, no? Ang gamit na Coach Boyet.
Wala kasi yung hat eh.
Not that you'd use it. Sarangay inside, goes to Alves. David that shot. Misses short. Pido. Calling the shots here para sa Biñan. Peña Redondo once again. Missed earlier. Doesn't miss this time. It's the biggest lead para sa Biñan at 14. 33-19 as 1Munti. Mapapatawag nga sila ng timeout dito. Take another look at that Peña Redondo 3. No hesitation despite missing on a couple. Still able to get that basket. 5 points para dito sa Peña Redondo.
The BSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances.
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure. Official hydration partner. Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice. Japanese Style Clinic. Erase Beauty Care. Isla Capsule. Marketing partner. Bean Leaf.
Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV.
Live at IBC 13.
Still here in the Paco Arena in Manila. Look at some players dito para sa Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Game X. Mark Pingris, Mark Cardona, you see on your screens, supporting their squad. Maybe not playing in this particular game. Maybe, just maybe, in the semifinals kung saan talagang pangdiinan na. Assuming they are to come up with a victory, leading by 14 in this game against 1Munti.
Kanina pa natin pinag-usapan yung lalim. Dito nga Biñan at si Cantimbuan trying to will his team back. Mark Pingris hindi pa naglalaro. You saw there also Jonathan Gray, another explosive wingman for Biñan, not playing in this game.
By Chong would miss underneath, but they would keep it with 9 to shoot. Alam ko sasabihin mo, yung lalim nung tira. Puro Cantimbuan. 3:46 still left in our first half. Lastimosa inbounds it to Chong. Pido pops out. Just 4 to shoot now. As I take a look at the clock, have to put it up. Long two. Too strong. Able to get his own miss. Peña Redondo looking for this Chong pick. Denies it. Inside to Gimpayan.
What a great read right there by Peña Redondo. Put the ball on the floor, seeing the closeout, drops it off to Gimpayan for 2.
Back to a 14-point advantage. 35-21, still in favor of Biñan. Hoga from outside, blocked by Peña Redondo. But Alves there to recover and foul from behind by Pido.
You like the energy right there from Koga, despite getting blocked by Peña Redondo, kept the possession alive, went after his miss, able to tap it to Koy Alves for the 2 points.
That's when you know na talagang extra effort na binibigay itong 1Munti. And they're not one, despite being the lower seed and the 8th seed at that, going up against the 1st seed. Ayaw nilang ito yung maging huling laro nila sa ating PSL.
Well, they know that what it's going to take for them to get a rubber match. They're gonna need loads and loads of effort and loads of heart.
Peña Redondo once again gets another 3-pointer. 2 3-pointers now for Joseph Peña Redondo, leading the scoring para sa Biñan with 8.
Even if you show loads and loads of heart, but shots like those are heartbreakers for sure.
Arboleda attacks the defense of Chong. Outside to Cantimbuan. Short. Lastimosa has a 4-on-2. Koga almost coming up with that steal. Still a good stop despite just having 2 defenders back para sa 1Munti.
You know, despite 1Munti being in the penalty, they're still trying to play very aggressively on the defensive end, being able to stop some transition attacks for Biñan.
As James Ingles also preparing to check back in. Mark Sarangay. Take another breather. 15-point advantage para sa Biñan.
1Munti looking to go small. Looks like it's Alves playing the 5 and Arboleda playing the 4.
12 to shoot. For the white shirts. De Lastimosa inbounding from the baseline. Gimpayan, leaner. Won't get the bounce. Arboleda another board. Goes to Kantimbuhan. Attacks the lane. Sidestepping his way through.
Just showing how to use the 1-2 step right there.
Alvin Baichong ang nabiktima nung galaw na yon. Another opportunity here para sa Monte. So trailing by 13. Ingles spin cycle. And the finish. Back-to-back awesome attacks from the guards of 1Munti. Trimming this lead down to 11 now, 38 to 27. Move so nice. You got to look at twice. James Ingles, just enough English to get that finish.
The BSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances.
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure. Official hydration partner. Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice. Japanese Style Clinic. Erase Beauty Care. Isla Capsule. Marketing partner. Bean Leaf.
Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV.
Live at IBC 13.
Back with the last minute and 52 of this game. Biñan still up by 11, 38 to 27. Take another look at that move from John Kantimbuhan Jr. We were talking about the heartbreaking shots nitong Biñan earlier. How about some ankle-breaking shots from the guards of 1Munti?
Let's see the energy coming from Poroy Kantimbuhan right there. Even showing us a replay without the basketball after that conversion. Already 10 points, 5 out of 8 from the field for Poroy.
Nakakataas din ng kumpiyansa yan, no? From this team that is still trailing in double digits, kind of have a sense na yung momentum nag-shift dito para sa 1Munti. Lastimosa with 8 to shoot. May ipit, falls down, loses the basketball, trying to fight for it. Gets the ball back. Loses it again as shot clock runs out. It will be 24-second shot clock violation against Biñan.
Right now, 1Munti really showing not only the urgency but the desperation. You can already see it on their faces, and that's what they need in this game. I don't think they're even thinking that if they win today, they're gonna play tomorrow. They're not thinking of that. Bahala na kung meron pang bukas, but they're really playing their hearts out right now.
8th seed versus 1st seed. Koga. Directing traffic para sa 1Munti. James Ingles. Attacking the defense of Peñaredondo. Arboleda from outside. Gets that to go! A 7-0 run para sa 1Munti. Baba sa 8, kalamangan ng Biñan.
And if you do not close out on Harold Arboleda, he can knock down the 3. And he's really gonna need to be a little more aggressive for 1Munti.
50 seconds remaining. Lastimosa lilipad. Still can't get that basket to go. Babalik ang bola sa Manakay team.
Still a struggle for Carlo Lastimosa in the first quarter. Went 0 out of 4. Yet another miss right there. And you can see Coach Boyet trying to hide the frustration in his face.
Kantimbuhan. Goes to the corner. Koga for 3. Short. Gimpayan gets that rebound. Looking ahead, Peñaredondo against Arboleda. Bumitin pa, but shot too strong. Hayes goes to Lastimosa. Floats it up for his first 2. Finally.
Very important 2 right there. Extends the lead to 10. Going into halftime, one more try here for 1Munti.
Last shot time para sa 1Munti. Koga. Hesitation, floats it up himself. Won't go. A second remaining. As a foul will be whistled here. Both teams are actually in the penalty. If this is Alves, this will mean free throws for Marvin Hayes.
I think they're calling the foul on Marvin Hayes.
Officials trying to make sure that the foul was indeed committed while time was still remaining. Take another look. So it was Hayes and Alves fighting it out.
Oh. I don't know if the referees caught that, but Hayes was clutching the leg of Alves. It was unclear though because the referees were signaling number 3. Not sure if it was number 13 Alves or it was 3 Marvin Hayes.
Silipin natin muli. After that Koga miss. Oh, okay. And time was, may oras pa when that happened.
So whoever gets the foul will mean free throws for the aggrieved party.
Let's see the official call.
And I think there's still going to be time remaining on the clock.
Upon review, holding up number 3, Marvin Hayes. That's his first personal foul, first team foul, penalty.
Yup, that hurts kasi penalty na nga dito. Well, both squads are in the penalty.
And 2.2 will be left. Harold Arboleda trying to pull a fast one.
Kitang-kita naman, it was Alves that was held in that particular play. So Koy Alves have an opportunity to make this just a single-digit lead heading into the second half, and much needed, you can say, momentum for this 8th seed.
But I like the attitude right there of Arboleda going to the free throw line, seeming like he wants to add on to his points total. But so far in the first half, across the board, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Alves hits on the first. They put 2.2 back on the clock. So just enough time. You know Biñan has something to run as well. Make or miss.
And if you're 1Munti, you cannot afford to foul. You're already in the penalty.
Alves makes both. Gimpayan goes to Pido. He will throw it up. That basket won't go. And at the end of our first half of action, it would be 40-32 in favor of Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Game X. So take a look at our dumper super move of the game. This was that earlier play. Helterbrand to KG Cañaleta when they were making that 9-0 blast to begin this game. Leading Sarangay with those early 2 fouls. And at the half, it would be an 8-point lead para sa Biñan against 1Munti.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy life. Japanese Style Clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, Marketing Partner, Bean Leaf, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
The
Shoot ba? Ayun. Mukhang nagmadali again. Mga bata, isang chance lamang po to. Ayan, mukhang may gustong sumubok. Dito, ayan. Okay, again, you only have 1 chance, so you better make the most out of it. Munti ka na. Lipat naman tayo. Sa kabila, tignan natin if may gustong sumubok. Ayan, mukhang may tinuturo. Kuyang long hair. Baka naman. Again, 1 shot. 1 time, big time po to. Come on, let's get it on. All right. Again, 1 attempt. Tignan natin kung papasok. Ayun, again, it's harder than it looks. So now let's move on to this section ng ating Paco Arena. Ito, mukhang maraming gustong sumubok. Who wants to give it a try? Okay, ating naka-yellow. Okay, first muna, ito si Kuya ang naka-orange. We'll give him a chance. Ayun! Pwede pala yun. Pwede palang slam dunk. Si ating naka-yellow naman, let's give her a chance. Okay, para sa consolation prize, no? Bigyan natin ng chance. Ayun, hindi pa rin pasok, but it's okay. It's okay, mga bata. Magkakaroon kayo ng chance sa ating next game. Kaya don't worry, next game, stay tuned. Next game, marami pang palaro, marami pang prizes ang pwedeng matanggap. But for now, we'll be proceeding to our next activity. It's no other than our classic PSL Half-Court Challenge. Alright, meron tayong mga 4 na binata naman, no? Kung kanina mga bulilit, ngayon naman mga binata. Over here, gentlemen. And alright, for this Half-Court Challenge, you only have 2 attempts each. Okay, we have 2 attempts each from half-court. And the grand prize will be no other than a pair of sneakers from no other than one of our sponsors, Fin Coron Moves With You. Alright, so hindi po to ordinary half-court challenge lang. May prize, pair of shoes. Sino bang may ayaw nun? 2 attempts, so better make the most out of your chances. So tignan natin si Kuya. Alright, simulan na natin. For the first shot, pasok kaya, ayun. Munti ka na, unting lakas pa siguro for his second attempt. Let's see. Cheer naman natin si Kuya, mga ka-PSL. Ayun, all board, mukhang patay ang butiki that time. Ito naman, for contestant number 2, nagtanggal pa ng relo. Mukhang locked in na talaga. Ayun, wala pa rin. Again, just like sa ating walking basket, it's harder than it looks. Kaya make sure to make the most out of your shots. Wala pa rin. So 0 out of 2 ang ating first 2 shooters. Pero tignan natin kung magbabago to. Let's see, munti ka na. Buti na lang 2 attempt to, no? So may isa ka pang chance. Pasok na kaya. Nako, parang mas maganda ata yung una. And now, para sa ating huling participant. Ayun, unorthodox shot ang entry niya dito sa ating half-court shot. Pero ayun, sadly, walang nakashoot sa inyo. Pero mga gentlemen, samahan niyo muna ako sa center court. No? Siyempre, mag-uusap muna tayo ng saglit. And of course, hindi naman sayang yung mga efforts niyo. Meron pa rin tayong consolation prize. Dito tayo harap. Mga pogi, dito tayo marap. Again, meron tayong consolation prize para sa inyo. Hindi kayo uuwi nang walang dala-dalang prize. Meron kayong PSL Cup na dito lamang po makukuha sa Pilipinas Super League. Ayan, so usap muna tayo saglit. Siyempre, bibigay nyo pangalan nyo at sino ba yung mga chini-cheer nyo na team o sino chini-cheer nyo na team sa ating President's Cup. So ikaw muna.
Dave Digia po. Sinusupport ko po is yung Biñan, and then chini-cheer ko po is si Kuya Carlo Lastimosa.
Alright, Kuya Carlo Lastimosa pala. Ito naman si Kuya.
Ray Vicente po. Chinicheer ko rin po, Biñan po. Tapos si Helter Brand po.
Darren, chinicheer namin yung Biñan.
Art, chini-cheer ko, Muntinlupa.
Ayun, mukhang may kakaiba. Muntinlupa yung dulo, yung tatlo, Biñan. Alright, once again, palakpakan po natin sila mga ka-PSL and maraming salamat sa inyo sa pagsali sa ating mga activities ngayong halftime. But everyone, please stay tuned. Meron pa po tayong mga palaro, mga pa-prize, mga pa-activity sa next game. So magbabalik po ang PSL dito, Pinoy ang bida.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Fin Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy life. Japanese Style Clinic. Erase Beauty Care. Isla Capsule. Marketing partner, Bean Leaf.
Media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV.
Live at IBC 13.
At the half, it would be 40-32. Still in favor of the Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Game X against 1Munti Xur homes. 40-32. And Biñan really leading for most of this basketball game, but 1Munti trying to hang in there. And after trailing by as much as 14, able to trim it down to 8.
Well, actually, if you look at the numbers, 1Munti is, trying to play at par with Biñan Tatak Gel. You can see 41% from the field for both teams. Only 4 more conversions for Biñan. Turnover points, so far 11-5 for Biñan Tatak Gel. Points in the paint going the way of Biñan, 20-14. But if you look at the other stats, like rebounds, they're almost even, 21-20. And fast break point, 6 in favor of Biñan, only 4 for 1Munti. 1Munti is really trying to keep in step with Biñan, hoping to, make this a close game and try to pull something off in the end.
Players that performed well for both their teams, Joseph Peña Redondo para dito sa Biñan. Pumasok nga lang to ng second quarter, pero bigla din agad nag-ingay. Wala nang init-init needed. And on the other end of the floor, the usual suspect. Wala namang iba pa. Puroy Kantimbuhan Jr. Also coming off the bench after just 2 minutes kung saan inalat nga yung opensa nila. Trailed by 9-0 at the beginning of this game. But when John Kantimbuhan Jr. entered the ball game, provided that stability sa kanilang opensa.
Yes, and for Biñan Tatak Gel, Peña Redondo and Estrada, who have been playing together even during their high school days, still continuing to play well for Biñan. Peña Redondo with 8, you've got Estrada and Cañaleta with 6 each, and Roca Curva with 5, while for the other side, you have Kantimbuhan with 10, and Alves and Mason with 6 each.
And bago tayo mag-resume sa ating second half of action, would like to greet our President, Chris Bautista. Happy birthday. Just celebrated his birthday recently. And we've prepared something short para kay President Chris. Panoorin po natin to.
Next time po, mas maraming mga kailangan niya pagkain para sa inyo. Maraming salamat po ulit. At saka, pasalamat po natin niya ang mga kaibigan dito na sumama po at tumulong po sa akin.
During his birthday, the outreach, the giving back, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the home for the aged, and just a really big heart from the president of the PSL.
Gaano ka-enjoy ang mga natulungan ni President Chris, of course, with the Nudge Productions own Nori Uy. Man with a big heart, President Chris Bautista. Muli po, isang maligayang karawan to President Chris Bautista as the buzzer sounds to signal the resumption of this ball game kung saan lamang nga ng 8 ang Biñan kontra 1Munti. In prime position to advance to the next round. They are enjoying a twice-to-beat advantage as we take another look at our playoff picture. Paint sa story dito, Coach Noy.
Well, so far it has only been San Juan was advanced into the semifinals, still waiting for their opponent. Knockout game tomorrow between Nueva Ecija and Davao, while Biñan trying with a victory here will advance to the semifinals, while Caloocan also trying to do the same later against Quezon. That would be a very interesting matchup, 4 versus 5. And personally, I feel like that's going to go the distance. And let's see. That's really something, a game to look forward to later on.
And, yung gusto ngang mangyari dito ng 1Munti at Quezon is the same result that Davao Occidental Tigers did just last Saturday, where they extended that series to a rubber match against the Nueva Ecija Capital Spear Gold. So that match will happen tomorrow. And if any of these twice to beat disadvantaged teams would be able to pull it off, and they'll be joining yung mga matches na yan kinabukasan. Balik tayo sa Phil Oil naman for those set of games, or that set of game, assuming there's just a lone game for tomorrow. Iimbitahan po namin kayo to join us in Paco Arena tonight. Kung saan man po ang ating venues, the Philippines Super League offers free admission. Ano po?
And right now for 1Munti, they need a strong start. They gave up a 7-point disadvantage for themselves in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, yung scoring natin 18-17 going the way of Biñan. So for as long as they keep close to Biñan, they just might pull this one off.
Skoga will miss on that attempt. Rocacorva attacking the defense once again. Finger roll plus the foul. Kenny Rogers, Rocacorva, it doesn't matter kung like, okay, ilan ba kayong bumalik sa depensa? Atakihin pa rin niya. And it's shown time and time again, ending that first quarter with that attack. It was a similar theme in that instance.
Yeah, no one stopping the basketball. Kenny Rogers, Rocacorva, able to, analyze the field first. Nakita niya may dalawang harang sa kanya. Good odds for him. He went for it. And not able to complete that three-point play.
So back to a double-digit advantage para sa Biñan, 42-32 early here in the third. Kantimbuan starting the third here para sa 1Munti. Didn't start the game. Alongside Ingles, looking for Kantimbuhan. Loses the basketball to Cañaleta.
And, back in the ball game are Cañaleta and Helterbrand, who we didn't see in the second quarter.
As Lastimosa escapes. A second and one here in the quarter. Medyo maalat si Carlo in the first half of action. A lot of attempts na parang andun na. Pero hindi pa rin mahulog. This time around, sabi nga natin, hindi naman magsasawang tumira si Carlo Lastimosa.
He's never gonna stop attacking the rim. But so far, 1Munti, first two possessions, giving up easy baskets to Biñan.
Meanwhile, let's go back to Andrea Veloso for a report on the teams at the half.
I entered 1Munti's high-spirited and motivated dugout. Coach Vince reminded only two things to his players. First is to continue with that ball pressure and challenging the attacks. And second one is to do more box out. Puroy Kantimbuan also reminded his team to continue with that good help on defense and just communicate inside the court. Jaime, Coach Noy, 1Munti is really showing a nothing-to-lose mentality on and off the court. Let's see if this is enough for them to steal this game.
Thank you. That was Andrea Veloso once again. Third person of our panel helping us get some eyes and ears for both these teams, and that's really the mindset na ramdam nga nating ina-apply dito ng 1Munti, especially in those first two quarters. They could have allowed Biñan to kind of, just proceed naman kayo eh. Wala naman ng problema dahil okay na kami dito. But 1Munti, definitely nothing to scoff at.
Definitely something scary, yung nothing to lose mentality could work both ways. That's Kenny Rocacorva. Just a win-win situation for him whenever he's attacking the basket. But for 1Munti, it could go both ways. If you play like you have nothing to lose, you just basically lose. But on the flip side, you can just really throw caution to the wind because you're not expected to win anyway. Why not, give it your best effort?
Sarangay gives him another opportunity. Arboleda hit one earlier. A bit off on that one.
And that's the kind of shot that Arboleda has to hit for 1Munti. The three-point shooting not really helping them in this ball game so far. Only has made 2 out of 11 itong 1Munti.
Ingles now against Lastimosa. Trying to back his way down. PP hit. Gets it to Kantimbuhan. Spins inside, back to Ingles. Turn around. Short. Kantimbuhan trying to get that long rebound together with Helterbrand. As ball will be kept here by 1Munti.
And once again, Carlo Lastimosa, as I said in the first half, seeming to be engaged also on the defensive end. Not really giving any space to James Ingles.
Ano naman ang gusto mo dito kay Carlos Timosa? Yes, maybe, you know, that offensive rhythm not there just yet. Couple of sorry misses, pero yung impact na magagawa rin niya on the defensive end of the basketball. Short on that Kantimbuhan 3. Looking to drop it off to Sarangay as a 3-second violation will be called here against 1Munti. Babalik ang bola sa Biñan.
Once again, just standing his ground right there was KG Caneleta, and you know, the hustle of Carlo Lastimosa forcing that 3-second violation on 1Munti.
Helterbrand goes to Roca Curva. By Chong sets a pick. Loses the basketball, but Caneleta recovers. Turn around 3 from the corner. Won't get the bounce, but by Tiong there for the cleanup job.
Even by Tiong, really playing with a lot of physicality, able to grab the rebound. That putback gives the lead to Biñan, up by 14.
Another one and done para sa 1Munti. Matching the biggest lead now is Biñan, 48-34, 14-point advantage. Roca Curva goes to Helterbrand. Offensive foul will be called here against KG Caneleta, trying to fight for possession.
The referee's catching that hold for Caneleta, trying to gain position. That hold on the jersey, the uniform of Mike Machon, causing that whistle to be called, that whistle to be blown.
Kita mo naman yung mga cameraman sa Nudge Productions. Huling-huli yung aksyon dun sa tawag na yun. Arboleda. Strong to the hoop. But will be fouled here by Helterbrand, trying to stop that attack. That would be team foul number
13, JJ Helterbrand. That's his second.
3 now on Biñan.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Second on JJ Helterbrand, trying to chase Kogo around the floor.
Arboleda once again. Straight to shoot. Kantimbuhan. Can't get it to trickle in. Machon, fouled by Caneleta.
And 1Munti trying to match the physicality of Biñan. That time it's Machon getting the rebound, much to the dismay of Coach Boyet.
That would put Biñan at the limit with still 6:07 in this game, in this third quarter, rather.
Warning ball number 22, John Kantimbuhan for resentment to the call.
And John Kantimbuhan will be assessed a warning for resentment of a non-call, claiming that he was hacked in that earlier attack. Machon unable to hit on that first. Makes up for the second. 48-35 now. Abante pa rin ang Biñan.
Well, let's see if 1Munti will try to put on a little more ball pressure on Biñan.
By Chong. Goes to Roca Curva. Pass the ball back against Arboleda. Banging bodies. 3 to shoot now. Lastimosa. Off. Ball goes back to 1Munti.
Still struggling from the field is Carlo Lastimosa. So far, 2 out of 10. 20% from the field.
So 5:34 left in the third period. Medyo bumagal yung laro natin dito, no? Yan, in the second half. Arboleda. Ooh, was looking for Kantimbuhan in the corner, but Kantimbuhan was already attacking the baseline.
So that would have been an open shot right there for Kantimbuhan, as we see some shuffling of players here for Biñan. Raimundo and Estrada checking in.
Estrada, of course, started this game well. 6 points all in that first quarter. Hindi na nga natin siya nakita in the second. To pick up where he left off. Roca Curva goes to Estrada. Back to Caneleta. Another flick. No conversion. Roca Curva high up for that board. Balancing act. Gets it to Raimundo. Canaleta will be fouled here. 2 shots coming up for the vet. See who the foul will be called on. It'll be Harold Arboleda.
Arboleda was trying to stand his ground, hoping to force a charge, but was too late to gain defensive position right there.
2 personals para dito kay Harold Arboleda. Won't be surprised if Arboleda and Cantimbuan hindi na iuupo dito sa second half.
Well, they probably have to go the rest of the way and hopefully, really find the combination on the floor that will work. They've been shuffling men itong si Coach Vinci Salvador, and so far still not finding that right combination.
Sila 14-point lead para sa Biñan. Cantimbuan. Spins, attacks, contra-tempo move, lefty finish.
That being passing threat makes it harder to cover Poroy Cantimbuan, just continuing to keep that dribble alive, finding the gaps, scoring on a layup.
Estrada will try from outside. That won't go. Ingles looking ahead to Cantimbuan. Back to Arboleda. Ooh. Estrada almost. Caught him napping. Machon wide open.
I like how after Arboleda handed the ball off to Machon, created the space to give him that open shot.
Naman yung spasyo talaga na ginawa ni Harold Arboleda. Paano mo naman malalapitan talaga si Michael Machon for that jumper?
Is it like the familiarity that he has with his teammates, putting them in the proper position to score? As you see right there, screening off the defender. And Machon knocks it down. That's already 9 points now for Mike Machon.
And, could have fooled me na parang siya pa nga yung dumidepensa sa tira na yun. Canaleta, high looper. Over the bako data ang itatawag dito. Babalik ang bola sa 1Munti.
Did hit the shot clock. That's why that's an automatic violation for KG. Trying to go over the backboard.
Okay. Huli na naman sa replay. The excellent angles being caught here by Nudge Plus. Ingles will pull up. Tracks down his own miss, but will lose it. Oh, nice read from Cantimbuan. Masyado na malalim. But they would keep it. Yet another possession para sa 1Munti.
Extra effort from James Ingles, able to gain another possession for 1Munti.
Itong extra possessions na to, that's really just one way to be back in this ball game. So another foul whistled here, and both teams are at the limit. This would mean free throws. It would be Kenny Rogers Roca Curva, whistled for his second.
With the outside shot not really falling for 1Munti. This penalty situation just could be the answer for them to get some points on the board.
The antidote. The three-point shooting also not faring well para sa Biñan. And nung pinag-uusapan nga natin during pregame that was one of their primary weapons in that meeting back in December.
Yeah, but if you're Biñan, you don't really have to rely on that three-point shot just because of, the number of offensive weapons that you have. While for 1Munti, I feel like they're gonna need to hit some threes to, make this an even closer ball game.
Tyrone Chan, ikot nila. Jimboy floats it up. That's good. 8 now for Jimboy.
Very effortless. The floater always looks effortless, but it's a different, animal when it's Jimboy Estrada doing it.
51-41. 10-point lead for Biñan. Another foul whistled. And this would be Cantimbuan going to the line, though holding on to his right hip after that contact.
See right there, that floater just beautiful, coming off the hands of Jimboy, Mr. Dream Boy Estrada.
Okay.
That could work.
That could work. Because I could just dream about that floater na magawa ko rin.
Definitely a hard role to play on the other end, trying to chase around Puroy Kantimbuan, just the same as that ball, just chasing around the rim.
Nahulog pa din naman.
Nahulog pa din.
Kantimbuhan, that would be point number 13 after that conversion. Make that 14 points now, leading all scorers. Back to an 8-point deficit para sa 1Munti, 51-43. 2:38 remaining here in our third quarter. Pamboy. May ipit to the block. Tyrone Chan, stolen by Ingles. Streaking is Kantimbuhan. Gets it to him. Finishes off the glass. Holding on to his left ankle now. Estrada bounces it to Halare for the finish.
You're getting transition points, but you cannot afford to give up those easy layups for Biñan. That's really the problem. If they want to push the pace, you know, they're gonna have to sacrifice something itong 1Munti.
Alves can't hit on that jumper. Tyrone Chan, rebound in traffic. Pamboy leading the defense, goes to Tyrone Chan. Ikot nila, Jimboy once again. Makes a move against Machon. Able to hit on that jumper. Ingles tracks it down. But all 5 white shirts immediately down on defense. Just a minute and a half left in the third. Arboleda once again. Machon. Top of the feet jumper. That will work. Michael Machon. Double digits now with 11.
Really that long J, those long twos. Nearly automatic here for Machon in this ballgame. Already 11 points.
Tyrone Chan unable to answer. Kantimbuhan will run once again. Gets it to Machon. It's now just a 4-point lead para sa Biñan. And 1Munti. Eto na sila.
And you know, they're really playing with the sense of urgency and desperation that they need. And right now, Biñan knows that they're in a dogfight.
Another turnover para sa Biñan. Arboleda will get that foul from Halare. Ano naman yung utak ni Harold Arboleda? He knows Biñan is in the penalty. Pinasabit lang yung aggressiveness nito ni Halare, using it against him.
Just, you know, the presence of mind right there. And look at that, just unselfish for Kantimbuhan. Finding Machon was really been another spark off the bench for them, already with 11 points.
This is a very much deserved breather para kay Puroy Kantimbuhan. A much needed stop for this action after that foul against Harold Arboleda.
Well, in the first quarter, when KG Canileta subbed out, he did not return anymore. But here in the third quarter, you know, he already sat a few minutes, but seeing 1Munti come back in this ball game, had to report right back in.
It's on both. This is the lowest this lead has been. After trailing by as much as 14 is 1Munti. Halari muli. Siya naman masasabitan. A chance for him to address this drought coming from Biñan.
Earlier, Halari had same basket attacking down the middle. This time, a little more resistance for 1Munti.
And the crowd here in Paco Arena also coming to life, sensing that there just might be that comeback na baon itong 1Munti.
Well, you know, Filipinos love the underdogs. And, you know, if you come into the venue, maybe trying to watch that Quezon versus Caloocan game, your heart will automatically go for the underdogs, the number 8 seed, trying to take down the number 1 seed.
About an 8-second difference. They could go for 2 for 1. But Machon will be called for that travel. So great adjustment here by Biñan. Biglang ginulat in that half-court trap. Itong 1Munti.
And it's not really Machon that you want to try and beat the pressure right there.
4-point lead para sa Biñan. Pamboy against Ingles. Gets it to Cañaleta, but ball deflected by Ingles. Aatake, bounces it to Alves. Gets the ball back. Ingles with the finish. Helter-skelter basketball. But still 8-2 para sa 1Munti. Ibabato dito ng Biñan, and that won't go. And after leading by 8 at the start of the third quarter, 1Munti slowly but surely inching back to this ball game. Now trailing by just 2. Take another look at that last basket. Ingles not giving up on that play. Making some noise is 1Munti. 55-53. Abante pa rin ang Biñan.
Lagi mo ito nakikita sa ating mga highlights, TV, social media. Ano ba ang pangalan ng ating PSL Tournament or Cup ngayon?
President's Cup.
Sure ka ba dyan, Kuya Raymond? Sure ka?
Sure.
Ayun, tama. It is no other than our President's Cup here in the PSL. And dahil tama ka, Kuya Raymond, meron kang Healthy and Pure Tumbler and PSL Cup na dito lamang po available sa Pilipinas Super Liga. Yan, suot pa ni Kuya Raymond. Maraming salamat, Kuya, and magbabalik po ang PSL. Dito, Pinoy ang bida.
55-53 at the beginning of this fourth quarter. 1Munti trailed by as much as 15. Oh, correct me earlier, I said it was 14, but it was 15 points. Have a look at our marquee matchup. John Cantimbuan, 16 points, 7 out of 14. Very efficient shooting. And Jimboy Estrada, not playing a lot so far. Pero if you are Coach Boyet, baka kailangan mo nang ibabad. Ito si Jimboy.
Yeah, that's right. And, 1Munti will go where Boy takes them. And so far, he's been able to get his team back to just 2 points. While, Jimboy Estrada, he's gonna have to, whenever he's on the floor, he's gonna have to pick up also on the defensive end for him to earn some minutes. But if this game remains close, Coach Boyet will stick with his veterans on the floor. Mainly guys like Cañaleta, you've got Pamboy, maybe we'll see JJ Helterbrand later.
1Munti nga. Really, not making a case na talagang nothing to lose mindset, as reported by Andrea earlier. And look at the points per quarter. Biñan dominating that first half, while 1Munti using that third to chop it down to a 2-point advantage. Cañaleta unable to hit on that 3. 2 black shirts fighting for it, but they tap it to Koga.
An opportunity here for 1Munti to tie the ball game.
Arboleda now. And for a clear out. Crosses over against Halare. Takes it strong. Hits the side of the board, looking for a foul. None would be given, but instead it would be Ingles that will be whistled for a personal.
And that's a good foul there for James Ingles, stopping Biñan from getting any easy 2 points. That's only the second foul there for James Ingles.
1Munti definitely happy where they are. An opportunity to steal one and extend this to a rubber match despite being the 8th seed.
Pero nung pre-game, as reported by Andrea, they were saying they're already happy to be here. I don't think they're content with that. They're really trying to force that rubber match.
Sabi lang naman masaya, Noy. As Halare will miss inside, Alves corrals that rebound. Arboleda muli magbababa. So scoreless here in the fourth for both teams. We did finish 55-53 at the end of the third. Koga makes a move on Pamboy. Kick out. Arboleda for 3. Short. Pido tracks it down. Looking ahead. Trying to push it. Gets a pick from Maestre. Bounces it inside. Halare once again. Ang gandang bunot dito kay Halare.
Some crucial baskets here from Junji Halare, already with 6 points. All scored in the second half.
Extends the lead back to 4. 57-53. Poroy Cantimbuhan about to check back in para sa 1Munti. Gets it Sarangay. Alves now. Puts it up. Won't go.
Some 4 shots right here for 1Munti.
Raimundo calling it out para sa Biñan. Against Koga. 8 to shoot. Alyare. 4 to shoot. Will be called for an offensive foul. Look at Harold Arboleda. Talagang blood, sweat, and tears binubuhos dito ni Harold.
You know, he's gonna do whatever is necessary. As you can see right there, able to keep in step with Junji Halyare, who led with the shoulder, forcing that charge. And another opportunity for 1Munti to come even closer.
Koga. Gets it to Arboleda. Peña Redondo shadowing him. Koga. Attacks the lane. Floater. Against the outstretched arms of KG Cañaleta.
Not only attacking the lane, but also KG Cañaleta, which maybe with that wingspan, a foot taller than him.
Manalang back in the game here. Looking for Cañaleta. Straight away 3. Off to the left. Koga gets the board for 1Munti. Another opportunity for 1Munti to tie or take the lead. Haven't done so all game. Kantimbuhan. Alves wide open. Use the glass, but won't work.
The struggle here for Alves, but a good look created there by Kantimbuhan.
Manalang once again. Attacks the lane, kick out, Pido. Peña Redondo now, shadowed by Alves. 8 to shoot, steps back to his left. 3 ball, ayaw pa rin. Mga alat dito ng Biñan to begin this fourth.
1Munti making the stops here, but they do need to score some baskets.
Baga, sabi natin dito na sa pwede makipagpalitan ng tira. Pero ngayon, hindi rin sila pwede makipagpalitan ng mintis. Kantimbuhan. Goes to Sarangay. Open for 3. Masyado malakas. Pido. Looking for Manalang. Koga reading that passing lane. Mashon checks back in for 1Munti, replacing Mark Sarangay. It's 57 to 55. 2-point lead para sa Biñan. They would like to talk it over with 5:57 left in this game.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice. Japanese Style Clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
The 8th seed 1Munti just trailing by 2 against the 1st seed of Biñan. Twice to beat advantage, of course, being enjoyed by Biñan dito sa ating matchup. And what a way to open this week. The Super 8 matchup between Biñan and 1Munti. Noy, heading into the ball game, you would think it would be easy pickings, right? And sabi nga natin before the start of the game, bilog ang bola, right? But it's easy to underestimate the 8th seed against the 1st seed in any game.
Well, if you do look at, you know, on paper, you're going to expect Biñan to just coast along here. Even if you look with the eye test, you look at the players, the names, and everything. You'd think this is going to be a clear-cut victory for Biñan, but again, there is a game to be played, and 1Munti has definitely played a hell of a ball game.
Off that timeout, a turnover para sa Biñan. Definitely Coach Boyet won't be happy with that execution.
Especially coming off a timeout, as you said, you know, you have high expectations after giving up, you know, some orders to be followed, and Biñan is not really a team that you'd see crack under the pressure.
Poroy Kantimbuhan. Crosses over. Scoops it up. Won't be able to make that layup.
And both teams so far have only scored 2 points each.
Peña Redondo still can't buy a basket para sa Biñan.
And the field goal percentage is just beginning to drop here. 39% for Biñan, 37 for 1Munti.
Close to halfway through this quarter. 2 points each for these teams.
Well, you know, 1Munti is known as an offensive team, and you know Biñan can put those points on the board real quick, but so far it has been a game of stops here in the fourth.
Pido against Koga. Pounded by Koga. Cañaleta hands it off to Roca Curva. Attacks the lane. Will be clipped by Sarangay. Will head to the line. Try and address the bleeding dito ng Biñan.
Well, that's one way to get some points on the board, manufacture those strips to the line. And that's exactly what Roca Curva did on that play.
Kenny Rogers, Roca Curva so far. Leading the scoring para sa Biñan with 9. And able to get that first free throw to go to be the first player in double digits for Game X.
Not really the strong point of his game. Free throw shooting, only shooting 63%. And he makes it right as I say that. That's you know, Mark Pingris in the stands as always in support of his team.
58 to 55. Still a one possession ball game as Arboleda will be called for a travel. Guess was fortunate there that it was an offensive foul called against him.
I would have been happy for Harold Arboleda to not have been called for a foul right there already with 2 personal fouls. Looked like he just bamboozled into Maestre right there. Lucky to get away with just a travel.
What a matchup we are treated to dito sa Paco Arena in Manila. Jaime Mendihar kasama pa rin si Coach Noy Africa alongside Andrea Veloso bringing you the action. The beginning of this week sa ating Super 8. Roca Curva with 6 to shoot. Sinukat si Sarangay, aangat. Unable to finish. Maestre tracks that ball down. Pido against Machon. Gets it to Cañaleta. Looking for the basket. Short on that 3. Rebound battle. Makukuha ni Sarangay.
So right now it has been a defensive ball game. And let's see which team can put up a run which could just about be the telling run in this ball game.
Kantimbuhan. It's played excellent. Blocked by Cañaleta. Gandang basa ni KJ. Ahead of the pack is Kenny Rogers. Koga trying to recover. Spin cycle para kay Kenny Rogers, Roca Curva. Pili ka na lang, solo A o solo B. 1Munti will call for some time. Trailing by 5 now, 60 to 55. Take another look. That's sweet. Sweet move from Kenny Rogers, Roca Curva.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice Japanese style clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
Back with the last 3 and 29 of this game. Biñan trying to hold on to this 5-point lead, 60 to 55. Siyempre, silipin muna natin ang ating face of the game brought to us by Erase Beauty Care, Miss Alyssa Rose. Hindi ko masabi, Noy, kung 1Munti ba or Biñan ang kanyang sinusuportahan dito. I mean, I'm leaning towards 1Munti given her reaction.
Well, she looks happy, so
Pwede ding Biñan.
Pwede rin Quezon o Caloocan.
Sabagay, no? Game coming up, by the way, for those tuning in. Quezon and Caloocan will figure on a Super 8 matchup as well. Twice to beat po ang Caloocan Supremos in that game. Would look to advance as well is the Supremos. Ingles against Manalang. Can't get the bounce. Cañaleta, another board. 10 to his name.
Still struggling from the field is 1Munti. Only 2 points scored here in the fourth.
Manalang. Gets it to Cañaleta. Kenny Rogers, tapped from behind by Cantimbuan. Arguing that it hit his knee. But Biñan would keep it on the baseline with 6 to shoot.
Cantimbuan got beat but able to tip the basketball from the hands of Rocacurva, claiming that it hit the leg of Rocacurva on the way out.
Our officials won't be reviewing that one, or yep. Let's take another look. Doesn't seem like, at least in that replay, to have hit Rocacurva after that tap from Cantimbuan. Kenny Rogers once again, a second to shoot. Will be foiled, and it would be a shot clock violation called against Biñan.
Well, unaware of the shot clock there, much to the dismay of Coach Boyet. His team not aware of the shot clock situation.
2:40 remaining. Mga tong 1Munti, only 2 points in this quarter. They have made the stops, but they haven't made the conversions just yet. Arboleda, aggressive inside, will lose that basketball. Back to Biñan.
Really just trying to get to the free throw line. As you know, both teams playing excellent defense without fouling. 1Munti only 2 team fouls. Biñan only with 1.
Has been a defensive clinic for both these teams. While you say 2 points lang tong 1Munti, 5 lang naman ang naitala. Itong Biñan in this quarter as well. Pamboy goes to Canaleta. Takes off Alves, steps back. Gets that 3 to go!
He had Koy Alves draped all over him. Cañaleta just big.
That's the veteran in KG Cañaleta. When the going gets tough, you can't go wrong. Going to KG Cañaleta, you know he's gonna make that right decision. Another 3-pointer, extending this lead now to 8-63 to 55.
The BSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice Japanese style clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
Biñan up by 8, 63 to 55 against 1Munti. With still 2 and 3 remaining in this game. After that 3-pointer nga by KG Cañaleta, just might be the dagger. Secure this victory and a spot to the next round para sa Biñan. If you are 1Munti, just 2 points to show for here in the fourth. Talagang yung scoring, nahirapan sila. They were within 2 several times in this quarter. Just can't seem to, break through that barrier.
And a 6-0 run here for Biñan has given them this 8-point lead.
Mashon. Strong. Rocacurva with a board.
They can use up some clock here.
They'd be wise to milk as much clock as they could. Guys in white. Raimundo. Goes to Cañaleta again. This time will attack. Blocked by Mashon. Alves recovers.
So still 1Munti with some key stops here, but they need to put the ball in the basket.
Would it be Ingles? Yes! That 3-pointer goes. Balik sa 5 lamang dito ng Biñan.
So it's just a matter of making stops, which 1Munti has done a lot of here in this quarter.
A minute and 10 left. Raimundo goes to Rocakurva. Still 10 to shoot. Hounded by Ingles. Machon will switch on him. 4 to shoot now. Attacks baseline, gets the bump. No foul called. Ingles gets it to Alves. Cantimbuan. Behind the back, hands it off to Koga for 3. Short. Opportunity there para sa 1Munti to make it a one-possession ball game, but unable to convert as Alves will be giving up that foul. They have 3 more to give. Try and put Biñan on the line.
Well, if you're 1Munti, you're better off giving up the fouls right now and not allow the clock to just run out. But they still have a foul to give before they put Biñan to the line.
Foul to give, rather. I was looking at yung team foul ni Biñan. They only have 1. So that would also favor Biñan. They wish to spoil opportunities here para sa Monte. Machon will take a seat. Sarip back in the game.
Looking to be able to switch everything itong 1Munti.
We get it to Pamboy. Trap. Maestre goes to Manalang. Thought about the 3. Pulls it back wisely.
So they're gonna have to give up a foul.
Maestre. Fumble the basketball. Agawan. Nakuha ng Monte. Ingles will run with Cantimbuan. Looking for the pick from Alves. He will try for another 3. Won't get the bounce. Another rebound secured by Cañaleta. As play is stopped, Maestre was down initially. Our officials making sure, of course, that Maestre is fine. Have another look at that attack from Maestre, kung saan siya nga ay nalaglag. Holding on to his left ankle. Hope he's fine. Timeout will be called here. Biñan still up by 5.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice. Japanese Style Clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, Marketing Partner, Bean Leaf, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
With 4.2 seconds remaining in this game, abante pa rin ng 5 ang Biñan against 1Munti. They're in prime position to move on to the next round, waiting on the winner of the battle after this game. Caloocan Supremos going up against the Quezon Titans. Supremos holding on to that twice-to-beat advantage. We've got to give props dito sa 1Munti, Noy. Trailed by as much as 15. But really gave themselves a shot. Look at the playoff picture once again, Noy, and you know, the route to that best-of-5 finals.
That's right. And with 4.2 seconds, a 5-point lead with Biñan inbounding in the front court. Looks like they will eliminate 1Munti, this very game 1Munti squad. They will advance into the semifinals, waiting on that Caloocan versus Quezon matchup, which is coming up. But props, as you said, to 1Munti. They were able to match Biñan. However, in the end game, just, you know, an anticlimactic finish. Not able to put the ball in the basket, finishing with just 5 points in the quarter while holding Biñan to just 8. But in the end, it's Biñan advancing to the next round.
It'll be 63 to 58. We'll be back.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice Japanese style clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
The BSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice Japanese style clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
The BSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear,
Hyundai Home Appliances,
MDC Sports, Finn Cotton,
Healthy and Pure, official hydration partner, Top Cock Gentlemen's Grooming. Prepare for battle. Your healthy nice Japanese style clinic.
Erase Beauty Care, Isla Capsule, marketing partner, Bean Leaf, media partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV,
Live at IBC 13.
Our Kalos PH best player of the game, none other than Kenny Rocacurva of Biñan Tatak GameX. So congratulations, Kenny. Hindi naging madali yung laro na to. Coach Boyet expected that from 1Munti. Talagang hard time daw yung magiging laro nyo ngayon. Pero at kitang-kita naman natin yung naging struggle nyo, especially on the second half. So paano ba kayo nakarecover? Paano ka nakabalik sa laro mo, Kenny?
Ayun lang, yung pag-first up, hinanap lang namin yung motion ng laro talaga namin kasi struggle kami nung first half kaya pag abot ng second half, inuna muna namin depensa talaga.
Indeed, meron talagang learning experience sa laro na to. So ano ba yung main takeaway mo o anong mababaon mo coming into the semifinals?
Babaunin namin yung momentum namin papuntang semifinals at siyempre, dadoble kami sa practice namin kasi mabigat na yung semis.
Abangan ka namin, Kenny. Baka may gusto kang pasalamatan o batiin?
Pinapasalamatan ko si Lord, siyempre, yung family ko, yung asawa at anak ko, yung Rocacurva family, tsaka si Boss Monching, Vice Jel Alonte, Boss Robintan, Boss West, Boss Antet, and sa mga sponsor namin sa motorcycle, Silent Game Export, Samsung, Pinentlo, and MSC.
Once again, congratulations, Kenny, and of course, to Biñan Tatak GameX. Balik sa inyo, Jaime, Coach Noy.
Thank you, Andy, and congratulations to our Kalos PH Super Player of the Game, Kenny Rocacurva. Noy, ito na nga, Biñan, moving on to our semifinals.
That is right. And Kenny Rocacurva, really ended that drought for them in the fourth quarter. That basket and that single free throw able to be enough for them to propel his team to the semifinals where they will wait for the winner between Caloocan and Quezon.
That's a wrap for the first game of a doubleheader ngayong Lunes. Maraming salamat po for tuning in for that game. Coming up next, the Quezon Titans will go up against the Caloocan Supremos. Twice to beat po ang Caloocan for that game on behalf of Coach Noy Africa, Andrea Veloso, Nudge Productions. This has been Jaime Mendear. Diyan lamang po kayo. May post-game conference pa po tayo dito sa ating Pilipinas Super League. Dito, Pinoy ang bida.